Good morning, FLOSSTUBE. Today is Monday, the 9th. Back to it today. I had a busy weekend. I didn't get much done, but I'll show you that in a moment. So, both of these, so I'm ended up working on day and night nymph. I'm counting them as one because I'm doing them as one project. And they both use Valdani Flot threads. So I didn't get a lot of stitching done because I spent a lot of my time cutting and braiding up my threads. I did get some in. And I mostly focused on the ones, because they're a pair, they use a lot of the same colours. And so, and I bought the thread packs. And I love the colours of the Valdani. But they're very coarse. So it's like she's dyed them, but then she hasn't conditioned them. Although they say they colour fast, I haven't tested them. Probably should before I should test the dark colours. Because the water lilies say they colour fast. And after watching Fibre Arts Amy wash out hers, I went and washed out mine, and while they're colour fast, there's a lot of dye still in them. So, yeah. Don't you love afterthoughts? I haven't, no, I have pre-cut the black and the chocolate. So, well, yeah, we'll see what happens with those. I've got a while before I need them anyway. So, anyway, that's my little feedback on Valdani threads. Not overly impressed. Colours are pretty though. Excuse me, I've got bad allergies and I've woken up all croaky and hoarse. I will pause you and turn the camera around so you can see my lovely little fairy start. So this is my start on the Daylight Nymph. I think she's calling them not fairy, she's calling them nymphs. So I got two colours in yesterday. Oh, excuse me, sorry. I got two colours in yesterday. So what I've done is I found the centre of my fabric. I've measured out 1 inch and I've worked out where they start at the bottom. So I've done that because I want them to line up. So if they're out by a stitch, I'm not too worried, but this will line them up fairly well. So, and that makes sure that I've got plenty of border top and bottom as well. So I believe there's enough space for them to have a 3-inch, a 2-inch gap right around. But if I take out that 2 inches, it gives them plenty of space top and bottom for framing. So I haven't got long this morning, but I might get more done this evening. So I will, oh sorry, excuse me, I need some more coffee. I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, FLOSSTUBE. Wow, it's day 3 already of week 2. Time is flying. This is where I'm starting today on my day nymph. Trying to decide whether to do one more day of her and then start the night nymph, so I can say both were started for Mira Maynia. I think I might do that because I have so many other patterns I do want to get started and I've got queued. But we'll see how we go. I'm enjoying seeing her progress. I don't feel she's progressing as quickly as Woodland Goddess for some reason. Probably because I'm solidly stitching her from bottom to top and not just travelling up to the top so I can stitch down. I could start her wings because her wings do start here. Her first wing starts about there. But I want to colour fast because that's the charcoal and it's definitely a colour I cannot afford to have run. So I've got that on my list to do. But she's looking lovely. I've still got heaps and heaps of dress, so I'm going to keep working on a dress. And we'll go from there. We've had a weather change come in and our autumn finally feels like autumn in the beginning of winter. So the blankie's gone on the couch and I am definitely getting a real little snuggle bunny every morning, little stitchy buddy. So that's nice. But it means I'm sleeping in. I'm not getting as much stitching in the morning done because someone's letting me sleep in. So I hope you all have a lovely stitchy day and I'll see you tomorrow. A little bit of vlog extra. I've gone and put the 4 darkest colours of my Valdani threads into some synthropol and water. So let's see how they go. So I've been at work for 4 hours and I've come home at lunch and time to inspect to see what's happening. As you can see, there isn't much colour coming out, so I think I am going to do the old rinse and test on the paper towel to see if there's much transference of colour. But I'm thinking it's just a matter of giving them a wash, and I might give them a dunk in some fabric conditioner to see if that improves their feel of the floss. I'll see you afterwards. So they've been sitting here for about a half hour now and they've drained out on the paper towel, and I am quite happy that there is been no colour seepage onto my paper towel. So I've got the kettle on, which you can hear in the background. I give mine a quick rinse in some hot soapy water, and not super soapy, just a little bit of my detergent. Here in Australia we get this Earth's Choice detergent. It's fairly gentle, so I make up a little jug of that, give them all a slop around in some quite hot water. I'm boiling the kettle because I use tank water. I don't use our town water because our town water is actually bore water and there's a lot of icky stuff in it. So we drink rainwater from our tank and I'm just boiling that up so I've got some hot stuff. So I'll give them a soapy rinse and then I'll also give them a rinse out in some fabric conditioner and see if that helps the feel of them. And we'll catch up once they've dried out. Good morning, FLOSSTUBE. This is my starting point for Wednesday. I've lost count. It'll be is it the 11th? Wow. Oh, sorry. Yes, the 11th of May. It's 6:30 in the morning and it is a gloomy, wet, late autumn day. We've had 2 days of rain, almost 3 days of rain, and I think we're going into maybe a whole week of it. So some good stitching time ahead. it is put a hold a bit on the renovations because it's just way too damp to do any painting. So it'll be interesting to see what I get done on the weekend, but that's it's a day away, 2 days away yet. So I will see you tomorrow. Good morning, FLOSSTUBE. It is Thursday the 11th of May. And we are having another overcast day. I don't know if it's going to be as wet as it has been. We've had, since the rain started on Sunday, we've had 60 millimeters, which is just under 2.5 inches. So it's very damp, so I haven't been able to get any painting done. Today is my last day of my work week as I have a roster day off. And tomorrow I need to go and get supplies. So, as I've run out of painter's tape and all the little stuff. Oh, excuse me. With the cooler weather and the wet weather, I've been sleeping in a bit. I haven't got much time to stitch this morning, but I'll probably get in a length of thread. On that note, I'll turn you around so you can see what I got up to yesterday. So yesterday I finally got to starting the bottom of her wing. So she is going to be so pretty. I think I'm finding it a little bit slow going for the simple fact that they're not the usual vibrant, bright colours that she uses in her fairies. They're very earth-toned neutrals. And I think that might be one of the reasons why I took so long to get around to getting them started. Not sure. I'm enjoying the process though. Probably not as much as I was enjoying Woodland Goddess. I think it's just the case of the vibrancy of the colours. I love vibrant colours and I'm not much of a neutral person, and that could be playing a factor. But we'll see. We'll just keep pushing ahead. So I was going to split up 3 days on one, 4 days on the other, or something like that. But I think I'll just put a week into one. I'm just going to count it as one project though, I think. We'll see. Talk to you tomorrow. Good morning, FLOSSTUBE. It is Friday the 13th. Happy Black Friday to you all. We are sitting on our couch stitching. It is cold and wet. Well, it's not so cold, but it's extremely wet. It's been raining steadily since around midnight. I was supposed to go to Bundaberg today and get supplies for the renovating, but that is not happening, needless to say. Don't want to risk getting flooded out and not being able to get back home. And no point being on wet, slick roads. So I'm going to have a day of craft. So I'll probably cross-stitch for a while and go and do some sewing. I'll give you some updates during the day, most likely. That's the plan, anyway. So this is where I am at the moment. I didn't get much done yesterday. I was very tired yesterday. So yes, I'm going to see what I can push ahead with today. and I'll talk to you all later. Bye. So I've been stitching here for 2 hours now, and I've managed to get this filled in and this little section filled in as well. So my next section goes up this way. The way she's worked the colours, I'm actually enjoying working from the bottom to top. It seems to be the natural flow. So that is 2 hours of stitching for me. I'm getting peckish and ready for another coffee, so it's time to get up and get dressed and have a change of pace. See you a bit later. So breakfast is had and I am setting myself up in my craft room to do a bit of journaling and might do some video putting together, start stitching this vlog together, and I may make myself some project bags. We'll see how I go. We'll see what the day brings. It's 10:30 and the rain has finally eased up. I spent the last bit of time doing some journaling and creating up some project pages. So I am thinking with the rain eased up, I might grab Matilda and take her for a walk. Oh, someone's ears pricked up. I said the W word. And go get us a couple of groceries for lunch and for breakfast tomorrow. Good morning, FLOSSTUBE. It is Saturday the 14th of May and this is what I've gotten to. I didn't get as much done as I thought I would yesterday, but I have moved it down, her down I should say, and this here represents the top of the skirt. Oops, going a bit wonky. There we go. So today I am thinking, humming and hawing between putting in the last big, there's another big loop of colour similar to this one. Oh, where am I? There. And that goes here. And then you start sort of doing her waist, her bum sort of there. Alternatively, coming over here and putting in this part of the wing. So we shall see what we get up to. I'm going to play it by ear. It's the last day, so we'll just play it by ear. Sorry. Oh dear me, coffee hasn't kicked in. Talk to you later. Bye. Good morning, FLOSSTUBE. It is Sunday, swap over day, and I have taken out my piece I've been working on all week so I can give you a good overview of what I've been stitching. So we'll get onto that in a moment. Behind me is Persephone. She is done on a piece I dyed myself as well, and I converted the background to purple, dark purples to complement the purple fabric that I just had to stitch her on. When I saw her, I had to just stitch her on purple. It was just, yep, just had to. And that's how I am with my fabric choosing. I will just see a piece of fabric and go, yep, that's for her. So this week I have been stitching on the Day Nymph of the pair Day Nymph and Night Nymph by Mira Maynia. And this is where I got to. So I've done all, let me stand up and bring it closer. So I've done all of her skirt and started her wings, and just here is where her body, her back starts coming up. So her wings are kind of come out quite big, so she's probably going to take up, hopefully I've allowed enough and I've done my calculations wrong, but she's going to look beautiful. So she's going to be here, and then the night nymph is going to be down on this half. So I'm looking forward to that, getting some more progress on her. I'm glad they're finally in the rotation. I've been stitching from stash, and I've had these a very long time, and when I bought these patterns, I also bought the kits because Valdani threads weren't readily available in Australia. So I bought the Witchelt thread and bead kits for both of them, which means, and as I use a lot of the same threads, I've got to double up of a lot of the colors. And if you're kitting it up yourself, I honestly don't think you're going to need 2 skeins of everything. Like, I've barely used 2 6 strand lengths all up in this skirt of every colour. Maybe a bit more in some, but not much more. So it's going to be interesting to see. I think the thing you'll use most is the, I think she calls it black nut, but her version, it's a black-brown variegated thread that she uses to outline the wings. And she uses that for both of them, and a bit of another few spots as well in their hair, I think. So that is where I got to on day nymph this week. I did a big binge day yesterday, so I'm a bit sore and sorry for it, but I'm glad I did. So yeah, that is my progress for this week. So swap out day to day. So I am going to be swapping to, excuse my back, Angel of a New Dawn. She is MD65. So she's lovely, but she's not my style. I'm not overly religious, so angels aren't my thing. But someone showed her them when they were going through their stash or their whips or something. I can't remember who I saw doing it. And my grandma passed a couple of years back, and she was very religious. She was Catholic and very into her church and all of that. And I thought it'd be a nice memorial piece for her, sort of thing, because I was very close to my grandma. And I thought I would do it on this piece. So I'm looking forward to starting her. This is a piece I dyed myself as well. I'm using Procyon colours. I think it was terracotta and pink. Terracotta and magenta. And loved how it looks. I haven't dyed with the Procyons much since I've discovered the Genesis colours that I've been using. Genesis colours are much easier. You can sort of paint with them, so you can sort of get what you want and manipulate them a bit more. It's still not super duper accurate, and it's still a bit of a science experiment, but I feel there's more control. I don't know. So yeah, so that's the colour I'm going to be using, piece of fabric I'm using. What else was I going to say? I think that's about it. It's finally stopped raining and we've got blue sky and it's quite warm. So I've got quite a bit to do today. I have a fur child to wash, bed linens to wash, bit of housework to do. So I'm not sure when and for how long I'll get stitching done today. But I do hope to get there sometime today. I will see you all. I'll get this posted up and then I will see you all next week. I hope your May stitching is progressing as you planned. I look forward to watching the Mira Maynia videos that are going up. I've got a few queued. Lisa's already put hers up. I'm a bit slow off the mark today. Yeah, and I'll see you all next week. Stay safe and well, and happy stitching.